Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Jan Spears, the perfect criminal. She shot somebody she barely knew. She put the blame on Belle. Then, on top of it, handed trash the evidence that's admissible but could be used, but not really against Belle. Jan, you don't know how to play your hand very well, do you? What was your point in having trash that recording of John talking to Marlena about the night of the murder? You turned that in to prove what? Bell already in trouble, or a suspect in the case. You giving up that tape or that recording, that's not gonna do you any good. We know Trash gonna try to twist that and turn that. You talking about something, oh, I'm scared of John. Oh, I'm scared. You know, when he choked me out, I don't want him to do me like that again. I'm so scared. Jan, you might have fooled Trash. You ain't fooling nobody. And we know you can't control nor handle yourself better than Kristen can handle and control herself. Sooner or later, you're going to tell on yourself. It's only a matter of time before you end up telling on yourself like you always do. I just want to know why you turned that tape in the trash. What was you trying to prove? Belle was already in trouble. Belle was already going to trial or heading to trial or getting prepared for trial. You turning that tape in right. They gonna need the person that turned in that said tape right. You know your name gonna be involved in this case, right? So while you thinking Trash gonna protect you and save you, she and push come to shove, she gonna push you right into the light, Caroline, and she gonna expose you that you the one that gave her that recording, for she won't get in trouble once this backfire on her. Once this backfire on her, thinking that she got Belle as a suspect of Charlie murder. Once this backfire and blow up in her face, she gonna push you right into the sunlight. They're going to tell you to step right on into the light, Caroline. Then what you going to do? What you going to do then, Jen? You know your name going to come up regardless of the fact of the matter. Either your big mouth going to get you in trouble, or Trash ain't going to have no choice but to reveal who gave her this said tape. Because that was a private session between husband and wife. She was hypnotizing John on the memory of that night. Even though that could be used against Belle, it's not going to get very far. But they're going to want to know, how did this said tape leave Marlene dead, get into your hands, and not being used against Belle? So while you thinking, oh, I want her arrested, oh, I can help you get her here, it's not going to work, Jan. It's not going to work. And Belle, I'm going back to my original statement, and I'm going to say it again until you straighten it out or it get fixed. This is your problem. This is no longer, I want to keep John out of prison. I don't want John to be, could, maybe, or if he may or may not go to prison, if he go to trial for choking the lights out of Jen. So, yeah, that right there, that problem there is the problem where you in now. So, you have fun with that, Bill. I don't feel sorry for you because you had a chance to nail her. You chose to save your father. Even though I understand why you did it. But if push came to shove and I had to prove, and I had to, I had to go with my gut, and I had a chance to nail her for that stuff she did at my wedding and ruining my wedding, you think I ain't gonna leave trying? John just gonna have to take one for the team. He just gonna have to, take one for the team. Hope and pray it works out for him. Hope he avoid prison time and jail time. But I would have went for my shot when I had her dead to rights. You had her dead to rights until John choked her. But he was doing what any father would do with a nut cat. Well, I ain't gonna call that woman all them names. I ain't gonna say that neither. When a person holding a whole family hostage, trying to marry a man that's not even much interested in her, never saw her as the type of woman he'll date, she basically forcing that man to marry her, and she already told John and Marlena, I killed Bill, so what was his next thing to do? I mean, any father in that shoes, you got somebody here admitting that they killed your child. So, like I said, I don't fault John for that because he was only doing what any father do for their child. We got somebody here admitting that they did something to my child or harmed my child. The aneurysm didn't help none, so you know put them in a chokehold and hope you successful, I guess. I guess. Abigail. Abigail. Why you running around here acting like an immature brat that didn't get the piece of candy at the store, you done made your situation a whole lot worse. Even your mother tried to tell you, look, Abigail, think about what are you telling this man to do. This man trying to have a relationship with your sister. You might not like her. Jack might not. Well, Jack trying to get to know her. You cannot stop their relationship. What they building on, working on. You can't do nothing to that. That's none of your business. And the fact that you overreacted, cried like a baby on the floor with a piece of candy. I don't know what you was trying to prove at this point. Like, what are you trying to prove? Who are you trying to impress? When are you gonna stop crying? Y'all done left the store about 15 minutes ago, and you still in the car crying, hurting all our ears in the car, and you still in the console. When are you gonna hush at this point? Well, the crime stopped. You in more trouble now than you already worth it because you didn't know that Gwen lost her baby. She thought it was Braxton Hicks. Come to find out, she was miscarriage, and now she came to the Demera mansion to tell Chad. I guess she was gonna tell Chad that she lost the baby. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. Ain't no telling with Gwen. I think she 50% serious, and the other percentage, I think she playing with us, and this a bit joke on us. But I really think some parts she might be sincere, or I think she might be sincere all the way. I haven't decided yet, but I know once they go bad, there's no changing them. It's gonna take a major obstacle in their life for them to change them. This baby could have changed her for the better, so she could have been training for the better. She could have been training for the worse. Who knows? But Abigail, first of all, Abigail, while you calling yourself confronting her, calling her a bad mother, we ain't gonna question your parenting skills, or we ain't gonna dive into your parenting skills, the cheating, the scandals, how many men you done had, brothers, sleeping with brothers, affairs, we not crimes. We just gonna leave all that alone and say you ain't got too much room to be talking about Gwen. While you calling Gwen, the S word, you ain't got too much room to be calling her that or judging her, or better yet, calling yourself breaking up a happy home. You and Chad is not a happy home, so it was already broken before she came. She only came in and pushed y'all apart, so you can't blame Gwen for all your problems. You and Chad was going through it ever since you came back from Florida, so it's not Gwen's fault that she good and she was the wedge to push y'all even farther apart. So and she used what she was good at, playing you in Chad. So you can't really blame her. Y'all was already in a bad spot. So while you blaming her and blaming her for your marital problems, and while you won't go to therapy to try to solve your problems, you can only blame yourself at this point, Abigail. And another thing, when she slapped you, she slapped this cheek, not this cheek. So while you grabbing your cheek, you grab the wrong cheek. Furthermore, Gwen is a very dangerous person. We didn't see her in action how many times. I think between the shock that she lost her baby and the shock that you talked to her that way and she haven't really faced those emotions that she was, 2 months pregnant or something like that, and she lost a baby. So I don't think those emotions kicked in quite well. But if push came to shove, you would have been the one going down them stairs, Abigail, and Gwen would have been up there looking at you rolling down the stairs. So, and I don't know, but I said if push came to shove, you would have been rolling down them stairs, not Gwen, or she then got soft all of a sudden because the Gwen we know, she wouldn't have let you talk to her like that. You wouldn't have played with her like that. She would have did more than slapped you. And fast, she probably would have tossed you down those stairs like a pail of water. So I don't know. I guess it was bad timing. The news still in shock. She grabbed you, and I guess because we seen what we saw you in action with Abigail grandmother, what you did to Abigail and Chad, what you did to sock Gabby up with Abigail poisoning, well not poisoning, was drugging her. So we didn't see your work before, Gwen. So I'm just gonna chop it up as you were still in shock over losing your baby. So Kristen, Kristen, do you have everybody facing Salem just convenient in a room away for you to just go and just, oh, I want to be Brady, grab the Brady mask and put it on and pretend like I'm Brady. Nicole mask, get it and pull it out and, oh, I'm Nicole. Or do you have everybody face in Salem that you can just wear a different person every day? Because you lost me with the Sarah mask. Now all of a sudden you pulled out the Kate mask. So do you have everybody's face already prepared with a mask that you can put on to pretend like you them? And I don't believe for 1 second that you're that good. You ain't even much that good when it comes to Susan. Of course it's not really you playing as Kate. That's Kate playing as Kate. Because if that's really is your work and that's your art form, you got Kate wrinkles down all the way to the T, including the wrinkles in her neck and that little turkey gobble right there. So, unless Dr. Roth sought you up good or you know how to pretend like you really. No, I don't think that's you. I'm still gonna stick with that. I don't think that's really you. I think that's just like K. You pretend to be K. They have Kate play as Kate, because I don't believe that for you, guys. How you get the hiding away and all that, the walking and the talking and all that, right? We know you got a voice thing that, everybody voice and let. I don't believe that's you, not for 1 second. You pretty much play Susan correctly, so I don't believe that be you. I believe that be the actual character playing the actual person where you put that mask on and pretend like you them. You, like I said, you pretty much play Susan well, so yeah, I'm going to run with that. So I'm guessing Kate going to a desert island too? That's why you saw Sarah, but that was Sarah exited. You sending her off to a desert island in the treasure box or whatever that was, suitcase or whatever that was, you were pushing her around in. So Kate going to the same desert island, or what we gonna do with Kate? And Roman, your time has flown, your time has shined. You didn't had your moment, you didn't had your experience, you didn't had 2 kids out of Kate. You really want to have another round with Kate? First of all, Roman, her standards have went up way higher than when you knew her back then when you had those two kids with her. I'm gonna put it that way. First of all, you gotta have enough money to deal with Kate. First of all, well, you gotta have enough money for her to put up with you. Second of all, you got to have, let's just say, that wealth, that everything that come with being rich. Roman, you don't scream rich, you not rich, and Kate ain't finna go out with you no more. So while you thinking you finna have another shot at Kate, please put it down and please don't try. And please don't hurt yourself, because that's Kristen playing this Kate in. I don't want her to break your heart like she broke Jake heart. So yeah, if I was you, I'll wrap that on up and go find you somebody else to date, because dating Kate again after all this time, and all of a sudden the love bug didn't hit you, and the Cupid arrow then hit you in the butt, and all of a sudden you think you in love with Kate again. Okay, I'm gonna chop it up as all lonely and your hormones kicking in. I'm gonna chop it up as that. That's what we gonna run with. Philip and Sam, no, Mr. and Mrs. Con Artist. I'm not saving them to the end. Mr. and Mrs. Con Artist. Chanel, at this point, why don't you just put a neon sign on you saying thirsty, desperate, and a gold digger? Why don't you just put those neon signs, put thirsty here, no, put thirsty up here, gold digger right here, and just go ahead and just put thirsty up here, gold digger down here. Because you will marry anything that you think got a piece of a dime. And why would you go ahead and tell your mama that I'm basically using you to get money that we can split? Why would you do that? Now your mama mad at you. She was once feeling, and Paulina, you gullible. When it come to Chanel, you so gullible. At this point, I'm tired of you and your daughter. You gullible. She know how to play on your heartstrings. She had you twice over. You heard them talking before. Then you heard her tell on you, and all you gonna give her is that I created this monster, and you said I created this monster. Now you on your own. I gave you the fighter things in life, and now that what you doing, you trying to con me out of money, and basically ripped up the check and told her she on her own and she gonna stay married to him. Now, when Xander told on himself, you should have been ripped up that check and walked away. Why would you stay around? Why would you stay around for 100 grand less? Now with the 100 grand check you wrote, why would you still stick around? Why? That check should have been ripped up then. When Xander told on himself, you waited till your daughter finally told on herself what the scheme was, and now you married her and you ripped into her for trying to con you out of money. Bye. I'm sick of them. Um, um, I'm sick of them. For real, for real. I am sick of Xander. Well, I can deal with Xander. Xander, I've been dealing with him a while now. I learned to ignore him and turn him on and off. This Chanel, she's an act I'm going to have to really get used to, because she is doing too much and her mama is extra gullible. She here to fall for them puppy dog eyes every time, and she seem to be hook, line, and sinker every time she bet them eyes at her. I'm surprised she cut the check or told her you on your own. I'm surprised and shocked she actually did that. Because I was expecting her, to sit there and pretend like she was going to, do what she was going to do. So I was surprised and shocked that she actually ripped up the check when she did, when her daughter told on herself. But other than that, that's what always happened with them. Gabby, you using Philip. Come on, Gabby. Really, Gabby? So you using Philip to get over Jake. You was about to have sex with him. you stopped yourself because all you could think about is Jake. Your boss, you're trying to use him to get over somebody else. The only person you can find is your boss to have sex with. To get over the next one, you need somebody else to get over Jake, so you found somebody to get over him. You couldn't complete the deed, so now you're looking stupid in front of your boss. Not only that, he not know what you look like in your bra panties. Gabby, put thirst bucket on your forehead at this point because out of all the people in Salem you could have had sex with, you chose to have sex with your boss. And Philip, you gotta feel like a dope too in this too. You wanted her. You knew she was using you and playing you basically to make Jake jealous. You was down for the cause because that was free sex for you, and you ain't had none or had a woman in your lap or near you to love and to hold. So of course you was down with that because you thought free sex was in the game for you. That was your end game, free sex, and free sex. I'm guessing that's what your end game was, free sex, and cause you ain't had none in a while. But you knew she was playing you. You was okay with that, and I'm done. Bam. Why in the blue HE double hockey sticks would you think your sister trying to set you up with murder? Out of all your enemies, including your current enemy, why would you think Sammy would be setting you up? That's all I want to know from you. Everything else, I ain't got nothing else to say. But why would you think Sammy hates you that much that she'll try to set you up for a crime you did not commit? I'm thinking you about to say Jan Spears. The only person you could think that hates you is your sister. And your sister don't hate you enough to set you up with murder. So all your sister ever did to you was lie. You brung Jan Spears behind back to Salem. But setting you up for murder, don't you think that's a little bit of that scream bell? I'm just saying, and I'm just gonna stick with that, and I'm running with that. Um, Theo, you still running out of town with Sierra, even though you know this is gonna turn out bad for you. No matter how you flip the coin always gonna be in well. Either way you flip the coin, it's never gonna be in your win column. You might be ding 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 winning now, but how long till she get her memory back? How long till her memory start to and the light bulb start to pop on? How long does she have a memory while she sleep? Or Theo, you fighting a losing battle, but since you want to play it, let's play it. She did have a moment with Ben when he gave her the washer out for that bike. You could tell she didn't want to leave town, but she left town anyways. I give her about a few days and she'll be back to Salem with her memory intact and all, or she don't want to do Ben like that. So I give it a few days. Tripping Alley, beautiful thing. He already an uncle. Of course, Henry need a father figure. So Charlie can play father and uncle. So, or father figure and stepdaddy. Or a father figure and uncle. Both in the one column. So that's a good thing. They good together. But I'm sorry. After you accused me of rape, you basically had your whole family trying to hurt or harm me or maim me. I don't think I can fall for you that easily. I'm just saying. Half of your family tried to maim me. Why would I want to have a relationship with you? I'm here all from, getting to know my nephew. I'm all for being a father figure to my nephew or spending time with my nephew. I'll even agree to babysit or whatever. But date you after you accuse me of rape, then make me miss my first start or beginning of medical school because you want to accuse me of rape, and then had your family running behind me, and now I'm catching feelings for you, and now both of y'all scared to say what it is. And Chip, you better than I ever be. I need a moment. I just won't need this little moment. I need a moment before I, think about dating her, talking to her in that way. Nicole, get over yourself. Get over yourself. You are a married woman. I know you're not judging in or jealous of Rafe and Ava kissing, and you call yourself giving him the ride, giving her the ride, and we friends. I know Rafe, and you are ex-mall princess, and he the police commissioner. I don't think y'all are mixed well together, and I'm his friend. I care about his feelings, and I don't want you to hurt. Nicole, take your behind to Africa with Eric, and you go get your husband. Don't worry about what Rafe's going on. You just be there for a friend of Rafe. Don't be there trying to interfere in that man's love life. If he kissed Ava anywhere, he missed Ava, or they have sex, that ain't none of your business. You ain't got no reason being jealous or anything under the sun. Get over yourself, Nicole. You are a married woman. Already trying to cheat on Eric already. That's a shame. Really, it's a shame. What else happened besides that? I think that was all I wanted to talk about. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night and have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.